Happy birthday, Mom. Today is vlog day 967. Hope you watched this one, otherwise this is super awkward. Good morning, and welcome back to Paris. Today is the day I finally actually explained to you what the heck is going on with the game. Hopefully my wheel doesn't freak out too much over the news because it's also very excited. But today, I'm gonna give you the rundown. We're starting off, it's gonna be kind of a beta run, see how it works, see if you like it, if you enjoy it, and you're having fun with it. We're gonna keep growing it, expanding on it, making it more complicated, more fun, more ridiculous, give you more options, more stuff to do. It's gonna be great, but to start, we're gonna start out small and just kind of work our way up from there. What the heck am I even talking about? Well, this whole game thing that I've been talking about forever. But what, you're clearly asking, is that? Hold on, I'm paying attention to traffic. I am not talking about the Michael Douglas film from like 1995. I don't actually know what year that was. I'm talking about a game that I'm creating here right now that I have a couple different names for, and I haven't really, decided on the final name for it, but right now we're calling it Travel Unlock. And the idea is that you come to Paris and we just do our best to encourage you to discover by rewarding you for exploring the city. I have digital aspirations for this, but to start, it's going to be purely analog. And one of the more important things for you to know is where are the headquarters, the base locations for this. There are two, and I'm headed to one of those right now. This should come as absolutely no surprise whatsoever.
I've been riding this backwards the whole time.
I always wondered if I could ride that backwards, and now I know. The Peloton is an obvious one, and you've seen the stickers that I put in the windows of all these places so far that they put in themselves. The heart face sticker, that used to be my avatar, and I will make it my avatar again here, which is also, it was the first shirt that I sold as well. But whenever you see one of these businesses, they're in the, I'm jumping ahead of myself. The basic idea is you go to the Peloton, or any of these places that I'm gonna tell you about. You'll see my face in the window there, as well as another spot I'm gonna run to right now just to give you an example of where you could find me. And by me, I mean my heart face. Really windy out here today, even without the forward momentum of the wheel. I have some long-term machinations with this game, but the idea is to try and help you find good spots in the city, not just the touristy spots, not just the easy to find spots, but some of the really nice spots that are out of the way, but really worth your time. I've put together some self-guided tours to get you around the city, whether you're here for just a couple days, 5 days, a whole week. And of course, the goal there is just to help you see, some fun stuff that's not as obvious and organize it a little bit for you so you can do it more quickly if you want to, or take your time. You can use the metro or you can walk, whatever floats your boat. But in organizing that, I've also partnered with a bunch of waypoints, watering holes, places you can go, get a drink, get a coffee, get something to eat. We don't want you to starve or stay thirsty while you're doing all this exploring, now do we? Places like Maison. This is one of my favorite spots on the river, bar none. This area that I'm currently standing on is normally filled with tables and umbrellas. It's a terrace where you can just sit and enjoy the river as it rolls on by and everything else that's happening here right next to Pont Neuf. The restaurant itself is actually in the wall here. Now what's gonna happen when you come to a place like this, you'll go in and you'll tell them that you're playing the game. Right now that's all you have to say. You say you're playing the game or Jay's game. Jay's Game Paris is the hashtag we're gonna be using. So if you want to post about that, go for it. Let's go inside. I gotta give them some more stickers anyways. I'll show you.
Salut! Hey! Ça va?
Ouais, toi?
Oui, super!
C'est fermé aujourd'hui?
Ouais, je ferme.
Ah. So Amandine runs this place. She's capable, amazing, and speaks great English, and she's here to welcome you. Although, of course, she closed for lunch already today, which is unfortunate. But when you come in and you see Amandine, you just tell her that you're playing the game. Yeah?
Yeah.
And Amandine, with your order, will give you one franc sticker per person that's buying something, of course. So if you all get a pint, you want to sit here and have a drink, highly recommended, then you'll each get one of these franc stickers, which I'm giving her more of right now because I realized I didn't give her enough. And then, well, I'll tell you what you do with these here in a second, but I'm going to give these to her for the moment. So if you're seeing this today, on Monday, the day that this launches, it happens to be the day that they're closing because they're working on getting the terrace launched as soon as possible, which is amazing. But you can still come up here. It's a fantastic view from over here to watch Pont Neuf and everything roll by. I love this place. It's great. And she's going to put the sticker in the window right now, I think. Oh, she's even going to clean it and everything.
Par devant ou par derrière?
Oui, c'est derrière, oui.
C'est derrière.
And there you go. in the game. So these guys were the first ones actually in the game, technically, so they get all the credit for that. I also just realized that this was kind of out of focus for a while there. Sorry about that. The idea is that as you hit up these different spots on the map, I will link to everything below for you. The website is travelunlocked.com. You can find everything on it. And the things you might not be able to find on it yet will be on it very soon. And then you can stop in here and see Amandine and her staff and grab a drink. And it's a great spot to relax. Oh yeah. The other thing was, do you want to show them the stickers that you have? So then the other thing you can buy, so the franks are free. You get one for your first visit and only your first visit when you come in. The other thing is that each place has its own unique stickers that you can buy as well. Quick explainer then. This frank is what you're going to get for free when you first come in. You're going to be collecting these for points, and I'll tell you what the points are for here in a second. Then these stickers you can buy additionally, and they're also worth points, but they're worth less because you're buying them, and I think that it's only fair that they'd be worth less that way. These guys have these two. There are 9 in total. I'll show you all 9. Whoop. I'll show you all 9 of these, and if you collect all 9 of them, you get bonus points, but they're just fun anyways, and they're nice little souvenirs of your time in Paris. And what you're working towards are more souvenirs. So, I mean, in summary, you go to cool places, you have good coffee, beer, wine, food, whatever, you collect stickers, and then you turn those stickers into postcards. That's the gist of it. It's all stuff that I'd recommend anyways. There are places that are in my guide and on my Patreon Mapster, and the way that you can find them is I'm actually creating a Mapster unique to the game, and the username that you're gonna add on Mapster is just the game, and it'll help you find them all. And that way, I feel like everybody wins. I mean, it's all the places I'd be sending you to anyways, but now you get stickers out of it, and they'll know you're coming. I'm feeling pretty excited about it. And I've already incorporated a number of really cool spots that I really love. I have more on the table that are coming in soon. Now, before you get started, I have a way of getting you some bonus points as well. Side note, thanks for all the swag. I'm gonna dig into this here in a minute. I'll be able to thank people by name shortly. Appreciate it. So the beta side of things. You can play the game without doing the beta. The beta is very simple. It's basically just gonna be 2 questionnaires. I've got a survey on the website, just trying to get a feel for who's gonna be playing the game, what the expectations are going into it, and then we'll follow up with another email or another survey later asking how those expectations were met and what you think could be better about it. So if you want to do that, please do. If you do the beta and you give us your opinions as you get started, it does 2 things. 1, it gets you set up for bonus points, right? 10 bonus points, which gets you a free postcard right off the bat. And 2, might help us to get you on the leaderboard faster, because I'm gonna try and do a leaderboard out of all of this. Thing is that these places too, because I know them and we're doing this together and just kind of getting launched and getting started, they're gonna give you discounts as well. I mean, not all of them. Some of them I'm waiting to hear back exactly what they're gonna give, but it's gonna be marked in the Mapster. So I mean, you know, grab a little extra baklava along the way. I mean, come on, it's gonna make it a great time. The whole idea of this game is to try and help organize just a collection of places that I love. I mean, I already give a lot of recommendations. I wrote a guide to the city, and the whole idea is, you know, to try and help provide the best experience possible when you come to Paris. One of the ways I can do that is by finding places that are gonna be warm and welcoming and encouraging you to go there and letting them know that you're coming in advance. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. Now remember, these are places of business. So when you go in, do let them know right up front that you're playing the game. Be polite and whatnot, but they might be busy. And if they're really busy, try to be a little bit patient because, you know, they're still a place of business. And though the game is gonna be a lot of fun, they still have, you know, the whole priority of actually serving customers and doing all that stuff. So there's that. The other thing that's not available yet, but will be available soon, are riddles to solve as you go through Paris. And my goal is to get you a bunch of those as well. And as you solve them, of course, you'll be able to earn more points, so that's always great. And then I'm headed to London in a couple of weeks and hoping to start working on a little bit of app development. Nothing big to start, but something to help improve the game aspects. At the beginning, it is very much recommendations centered. So these are coffee shops and bars, restaurants, places like that I would always recommend anyways. And then over time, I'm gonna continue to work on and develop and build the game parts. And that's what the app is gonna help with particularly, because right now, in order to, you know, keep things spread out around Paris, it's pretty reliant on my partners and the people that are gonna be helping me out. So doing the whole beta thing, just to circle back around to that, really helps because it helps me to get some feedback and to get a better sense, not only of your expectations, but of your experiences in the end. So the postcards, I have stacks of these. There are 3 currently available: Montmartre, Notre Dame at night, and the Pantheon, which this is the same one that you'll see over on my wall, and is also going to be headed out in another form to some of my patrons here soon. But these are the 3 that are available at the moment. You'll be able to get these postcards by going into one of the 2 base locations at currently the Peloton and Bon Esprit, showing them all the stickers you've collected, all the Frank stickers and the unique stickers, all the riddles you've been able to solve, and then they're going to tally up your points and exchange those points for postcards. I'm gonna try and get some more postcard designs put together here soon. And if you're having a lot of fun with it, and if it's going well, then we'll probably grow it into some other fun stuff as well. The unique stickers are about this size. So here's a little Moulin Rouge for you. Pont Neuf, which is what you saw with Amandine. The Eiffel Tower, and more. These are all worth 1 point each. Go to travelunlocked.com to see all of them. You can read the rules at length there, as well as get all the tools you need to play the game. Links to everything like Mapster, as well as the riddles as soon as the riddles go live, and the tour maps. The tour maps I've been working on for a while, and you only see the first one up there, don't worry. There are 2 more coming after it, but my goal is to have all 3 up here shortly, along with suggested things to do near all of those stops, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. It'll grow over time, we'll add more people to it, and hopefully have a lot of fun. That's my goal, is to try and have a lot of fun. It's juggling a lot of different things. We'll talk about it more over the coming weeks, I am sure, but that's our basic rundown for you that should get you started, and hopefully you can join us for some fun here starting, now. If you go to any of the places that are on the game Mapster, they should be up and running and ready to roll. Everybody's just getting started with this, so obviously be a little patient to begin with. They're getting into the groove of it, and then after we work out the kinks and figure it out, hopefully it's running smoothly in the next week or 2, and we'll be off to the races from there. I think that's everything you need to know to get started. Oh, the last thing, of course, is a big thank you to my patrons. I've been meaning to say this the whole time. Thank you to my patrons, because without my patrons, this wouldn't be possible. Thanks to them, I've been able to take the time and invest a little bit of the money in creating all of this stuff and getting it up and running. And if it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you to my patrons, because you've made this possible in the first place. And I'm very grateful to have you. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I got a stream tonight. I gotta finish putting some stuff on the website. There's a lot to do in the next week or so, but if you'll bear with me over the next week or 2, everything should be smoothed out, and I will of course keep you up to date via the vlog as we go. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Ask any questions you have. If I see a trend in those questions, then I'll be sure to address those in upcoming videos here shortly. And I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for whatever that looks like.